And off we go here in Cincinnati. To return is Jermichael Hasty. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and a yard. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Second and 7. A carry here for Brown. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle.
brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On first down, Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a...
And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. the TD. On is McPherson to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. To throw now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Gibson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now, May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 2nd down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Gesicki, the man in motion. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. And now we'll get a stoppage, and that is Joe Burrow, who's in some real discomfort down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Browning. That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is May. Going for it all. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B, their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Browning now. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Back to throw, Browning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He keeps it himself. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. May gonna look to throw. He'll take off again. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A carry now for Gibson. Finding space at the 15. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing is May. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Pats will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Browning. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing, Browning to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an arc to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Browning. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, to the goal line, and in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. Stevenson's got a first down and more. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
First and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's May. Quick throw, taken in. And he's in! Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. Now Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They bring Chase in motion. To throw, it's Browning. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Down the sideline. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, here's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
May to throw again. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Gibson. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll run here. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Here's 3rd and 7. They motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
May to throw on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're going. It's May. That's And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.